My younger nephew framed his big brother for years, until Christmas finally snapped the chain. My brother had his first kid while he was still in college. He was broke, stressed, and not ready, so our parents and I helped raise that baby. Years later, when my brother got stable, he married the mom and had a second son. That's when the favoritism went from kinda obvious to disgusting. The younger one got everything: new toys, brand name clothes, whatever he pointed at. The older one got leftovers and lectures. If the older kid asked for something, my brother would say, "What did you do to deserve it?" If the younger kid cried, the world stopped for him. The older kid never complained. He just smiled so his little brother could stay happy. Then the younger kid learned the family cheat code. If he blamed his brother, the adults believed him. If he made a mess, his brother got grounded. If he broke something, his brother did it. I watched the older kid shrink year by year until he moved like a ghost in his own house. This Christmas, I did one fair thing. I bought both boys a Nintendo Switch. The older kid stared at it like I'd handed him a winning lottery ticket. He hugged me and whispered, "Thank you," like he was scared I'd take it back. The younger kid looked at his and said, "I wanted a PS5, then tossed it aside. A few days later, there was pounding on my door. The older kid stumbled in shaking, cheeks streaked with tears. He couldn't even speak at first. When he finally did, the words came out like broken glass. The younger kid got jealous watching him have fun, so he smashed his own console, ran to their mom, and sobbed that his brother broke it. Their mom didn't ask a single question. She snatched the older kid's Switch, handed it to the younger one, and grounded the older kid like he'd committed a felony. That was the moment the older kid finally broke. He said it happened fast. Their mom was yelling. Their dad was shouting. The younger kid was sitting there with the stolen Switch, smug as hell. Then the older kid stepped forward. Slow motion. His hands went up. His fingers locked around his brother's throat. The younger kid's face changed instantly. Their mom screamed and hit his arms. The older kid didn't blink. He just growled, "Tell the truth." The younger kid clawed at him, eyes wide, turning red. Then he choked out, "Okay, I did it. I broke mine." The older kid let go and ran straight to my apartment. Not long after, my brother called, furious, demanding I send him home to answer for what he did. The older kid wanted to go back alone, repeating, "It's my fault." I told him, "You're not walking into that house by yourself," so I went with him. When we walked in, the younger kid looked terrified, like he'd finally met consequences. My brother started screaming, but I stepped between them. I looked at the younger kid and asked, "Why did you do it?" He tried his usual routine: shrug, silence, waiting for someone to save him. So I pushed, "Say it," and he admitted it. His brother was having too much fun, and it annoyed him. My sister-in-law jumped in with, "He's just a kid." I cut her off. "He's a kid you trained." I told the older kid to wait outside, then I let my brother have it. I told him he wasn't raising two sons. He was raising one golden child and one punching bag. I told him he spoiled the younger one into a monster and neglected the older one into silence. I told him if he kept going, he'd lose the older kid forever. Then I said the one thing they weren't ready to hear. "If you hate him that much," I told them, "he can live with me." The room went dead quiet. My brother's mouth opened, then closed. No fight, no denial, just shame sitting on his face like wet cement. I left with the older kid that night. He stayed with me, sleeping like he expected to get dragged back any second. His mom has been blowing up my phone, calling me cruel and accusing me of favoritism. Funny, they invented favoritism. I just refused to keep punishing the kid who didn't deserve it. Right now, the older kid is at my table doing homework, his Switch charging beside him. He laughs sometimes, small and careful, like he's practicing. And if his parents don't fix themselves, I'll help him build a life without them. I haven't heard much from my brother since. Maybe he's still processing the mess he made. For now, the older kid is safe, fed, and wanted, because somebody in this family finally picked him.